with the fan up. I got Santa. I go monkey. Off that. Gonna do just what I say. Pull up, fastest Uber in that race. She so bad, but she said. I feel guilty, I might as well just plead my case. I say, Lord, be my savior when it come to getting this paper. Please protect me from my haters. Just say me and I won't slavor. Say amen. That boys and they can't win. Check. Going up. We in it, we gonna. Going up. Did it like my persona. Going up. Living up was honest. We used to drive them Hondas. Now we pull up in the Fondas. Go up. Walking. Show up. Baby, hold up. Go up. Boys, don't touch. We flow up.
A king is born. I told you before. A king is born. Now I told you before. A king is born. Oh yeah. Oh no. Like a beast in the jungle, in the heat of the rumble, I ain't got nothing to lose. Hey, I've been fighting these hard times in the ghettos of my mind. Now it's victory that I choose. Hey, yes, my soul is blessed, the king is born. Mama, I confess I'm a bad man. Ain't no one like me. I'm a legend. Ain't no one like me. I'm a legend. 'Cause I've been down so long that my crown and throne is destined. Ain't no one like me. I'm a legend. Like a bull in a glass house. No bull about to smash out. Can't nothing stand in my way. I don't care what the place is. From the penthouse to pavement, you better hear what I say. Hey, yeah. Yes, my soul is blessed, the king is born. Mama, I confess I'm a bad man. Ain't no one like me. I'm a legend. Ain't no one like me. I'm a legend. 'Cause I've been down so long that my crown and throne is destined. Ain't no one like me. I'm a legend. King is born. Yeah, I told you before. Yeah, a king is born. Been broke before, but I've never been broken. I told you before. I am the truth now, the truth has spoken. A king is born.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. One key thing to watch today will be the battle in the trenches. The Bills are top 10 in rush yards allowed, and they're going up against the Ravens team that will need to figure out how much it can count on the run.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Luck on first down. Flushed out right. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and, yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think it has helped his legs along the way as well.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Luck. Throw left side complete. That's Stevens. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now a first down throw. Luck. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 2nd and 10 now. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Yeah, he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now a handoff looking right. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Out of the gun, Luck. Got his man, it's Caldwell. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. From the red zone now, Luck. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Time running out here on the play clock. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go.
Out out of the gun. They'll look to throw. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Well, anytime it's a toss or a pitch play, it's a battle for the edges. Who's going to control the edge of the line of scrimmage? In other words, can the defensive guys hold their leverage? What we were always taught was keep your outside arm or outside shoulder free if you were playing on the play side, meaning the ball coming towards you. And anyone coming from the backside, they're pinching down and sliding down towards it to try and keep people kind of locked into one spot. And, boy, what a great defensive play there. Worn-out leverage, running to the football from the inside out, turned into a big loss of yardage.
17 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Let's go! Detroit! Detroit!
They go play action here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
In motion left goes Jones. In motion right is Jones. Now a handoff here to his running back. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out.
Well, the element of surprise was there. All right, there's no doubt about it. For us, maybe. But not for the guys on defense. An incomplete pass on the fake field goal attempt.
I guess, though, if you're trying to pick up the first in that spot, trying to let your QB throw the ball, right?
You think that might be a better
Instead
way
of
to
your
go?
kicker, yeah. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Love. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And this is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. And the back goes into motion. Third and 2, Luck. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. On 2nd down, here's Love. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Bills send the punter out, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now a play fake, and it's locked. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Emmanuel Ogbah. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Locke. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Escaping the pressure right. And this throw will be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Looking to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They'll set up a throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure. And the pressure gets to him again. The Bills send the punter out. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Locke. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. And now here's a carry heading left. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down following the run. From the 50, it's Locke. He's going to let this thing go deep for Caldwell. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. By the way, third quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Throwing on third down. Long. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Back to throw here. Under pressure, and down he goes. Kamale Correa. Coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. The Bills on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
To throw on 2nd down is Locke. Over the middle, complete. It's Stevens. And he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To throw is Locke. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Third and long, it's Locke. Open man is Allison, complete. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. throw here out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a first. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Six yards to go here on second down. Back to throw. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route, that's not the way you're supposed to play it.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And he slides to avoid the hit. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Now let's go. Watch it now, Barney. Over. All right, now look at 56. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Bills on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, now look at 56.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go. 319.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Barry. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Here we go now. 319.
He'll look to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. And now the decision is to go for two. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. Over. Leopard.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. And now a critical extra point attempt here. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Luck. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now Luck. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now it's Luck. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's brought down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up.
Set. Leopard. Over. Watch it now, Barney. Here we go now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's going to have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
All right, here we go. Detroit in there, Barney.
Now they try the right side here. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Bills on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their 2nd timeout here. The Bills send the punter out. On for a very important punt here in overtime. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Two minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. First throw in overtime for Love. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
On first down, Love. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
And you really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Baltimore, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they fall to defeat for the second time this season. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action.
Yeah, pulling up with the coupe.
Oh my goodness.
Must have done same with the roof.
Oh my goodness.
You sitting looking stupid on the stoop.
Oh my goodness.
I would take notes if I were you.
Oh my goodness.
This was designed with the stars, the square and the cross, so we know true north.
Oh my goodness.
Smiling with 50 carats in my jaw.
Oh my goodness.
The law, it's a shame, rhyme. Crime. It's a shame they let us jump out of Bentleys with dirty vans. Hit the stage for 15 minutes, get 30 bands. Swiss bank counting clean money with dirty hands. With some hood that's ready to with the. Since I came in, it made my name a name brand. French. Paris clubbing like a caveman. We threw up the pyramids, now they say we Illuminati. I'm a tsunami, what the is a little yachty. No blood diamonds, I rock gold like a king. Jewelry so cold, made them blow the nose off the Sphinx. You think I'ma be some type of role model? I go full throttle, desperado, that's the motto. Vic in Chicago, it's you have at the grotto. Brazilian model, she mean mugging like Frida Kahlo. Drinking it with an Alicia Machado. I'm the ticket, you just hit the lotto. Pulling up with the coupe.
Oh my goodness.
Must have done same with the roof.
Oh my goodness.
You sitting looking stupid on the stoop.
Oh my goodness.
I would take notes if I were you.
Oh my goodness.
This was designed with the stars, the square and the cross, so we know true north.
Oh my goodness.
Smiling with 50 carats in my jaw.
Oh my goodness.
The law, it's a shame, rhyme. Young Vic the diamonds, finest. I shine like Puff Shine. Shines if I sign to the rock, cause I'm timeless. Top off the Mozzie, my behavior is mindless. On kids, we major, you minors. Fresh out the cell to the booth. Drop the roof, I'm still in the hood. Tell, shoot. Hope with a club. The judge, you rappers is false flagging, you a fashion. What's cuz, what you know about? What's Velo? Why Barry Lee, your head ringing? Free Vic Mensa, I'm a star, chain swinging. This that music, you can blame Reagan. I'm ball mayor without paying. Y'all playing, we playing. My Himalayan. Gelato, that's a sacrificial lamb. I'm seasoned cam, no matter, blam. Pulling up with the coupe.
Oh my goodness.
Must have done same with the roof.
Oh my goodness.
You sitting looking stupid on the stoop.
Oh my goodness.
I would take notes if I were you.
Oh my goodness.
This was designed with the stars, the square and the cross, so we know true north.
Oh my goodness.
Smiling with 50 carats in my jaw.
Oh my goodness.
The law, it's a shame, rhyme, crime.
Every other night I'm outside with the. You ain't got chips. The world, you got chips. You could the next man's girl. Sounds harsh, but they been ripped apart my world. The way Kiss told it should never be misquoted. The that you wave on the camera, we been toting. Selling love potion my whole rap career. So your streams and downloads could never match the kids. We could go foreign until it's boring. My sheep will keep jumping the fence until you're snoring. Street poetry, I'm more Wale for Lauren. Till the world is mine like Illmatic and Lauren. Written on a to a table full of fresh skin in the type of rappers we know. Got the right numbers on it. Burn the Carter down like I'm Nino.
Pulling up with the coupe.
Oh my goodness.
Must have done same with the roof.
Oh my goodness.
You sitting looking stupid on the stoop.
Oh my goodness.
I would take notes if I were you.
Oh my goodness.
This was designed with the stars, the square and the cross, so we know true north. Oh my goodness. Smiling with 50 carats in my jaw. Oh my goodness. The law, it's a shame, rhyme, crime.
I've been since my early days, I've been stuck in my worldly ways. Propaganda, press, pan the camera, please don't look at me in my face. Everybody might see my pain, off the rail, might myself. Bored with life as aboard this plane. Steward this sex if I need help. Maybe what's your last name? Hopefully it still ain't been changed. Something about you make me not doubt your aqua silence. My brain scream louder. Asking when I'm gon' myself. Couple problems, my cash ain't help. Human issues too strong for tissue. False provider, war masked by wealth. Move your body if you came here to party. If not, then pardon me. How I'm supposed to have a good time with death instructions. All I see, out the sight, I'm out of my mind. The sound of sunshine is calling me. The vibrations is all I need. All I need, all I need. Party people, yeah. Party people, I'd like to see you dance. Party people, yeah. Party people, I'd like to see you dance. Party people, move. Party people, I'd like to see you groove. This is how we do. This is how we do. Deja view from a bayside view. I see black cats in the daytime too. I see black cats on the daytime news. When handcuffed, wrist and his skin turned blue. I met God once at the rendezvous and felt starstruck.
Vince, the car's out front.
Got things to do, got to make my moves. I can't miss my flight and miss you too, boo. First class seats is overrated. Won't go, let's stay overpay us. Nowadays I'm overdating. My is street for